You brought up an interesting thing, pricing out families, right? Like me and him were talking on a show not that long ago, and I was like, "There's a lot of things we can criticize Vince McMahon for. There's a lot of things,
Yeah.
but when the people that actually bought the company from Vince McMahon came out and said, "Well, Vince McMahon was pricing it for the families," I'm like, "Well, that's one thing we can actually give Vince McMahon credit for is that
Yeah.
he knew that the crutch of wrestling is going to be the families, like because that it gets passed down from generation.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
like he knows, like my very first match I watched was a WWE match, and I was sitting with my father. And now I watch it, and my
Yeah.
son, my 5-year-old son, sits right next to me as I'm watching it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So he understood that, and he kept the prices to where families could afford it. And then TKO comes in, and was like, "Nah, player, we ain't doing that no more."
Uh, we want
So
that
I
money.
find that yeah, I find that very interesting. Like there, and that's why I was telling him if there's a lot of stuff that we could criticize Vince McMahon for, but sometimes we do have to get credit when credit is due, and that's one of the things that he didn't price out the families.
Yeah, and that's a thing. But once you start pricing out families, you know, they're gonna go elsewhere. And by elsewhere, other promotions, indie promotions. And I can tell you, watching all these other promotions, whether it's, a few videos on YouTube or a show and stuff like that, a lot of the creativity that they're lacking in WWE is in all these other promotions. And it's like you need to focus on the most important thing and not those profits. Because if it ain't clicking creatively, they ain't watching, they ain't going. So
So it's like, remembering all those things, I go on to say this. Like, how could you go from that, where you probably had your biggest fan base, and go to this?
yeah.
You're taking away the hardcore casual fans, the people that were with you since day one. You're taking them out the equation, and you're adding these other fans that are probably just casuals and not going to be with you for the long haul. Because as soon
Hmm.
as you mess up, they're going to be the fans that's going to leave.